The lovely Vicky!
Happy to be here.
Guys, I'm very excited. Vicky, please tell us who you are.
First of all, it's an honor to be hosted here, Manange. Thank you for having me. It's an honor. I'm excited. My name is Victoria.K, Bboosa, and I am a banker, I am a wife, I'm a friend, I'm a mother, I am all those amazing friends. Mother to spiritual children.
I have really been waiting for this. I feel like we have so much to talk about.
Surely.
Thank you so much for choosing to come today.
Thank you for having me. It's been a long time coming. I'm so excited to finally be here. I know we are going to have such good time.
Yeah.
To you, our people that are watching, surely you're going to pick a thing or two, and please engage us in the comment section. Surely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you know the topic we're going to talk about.
But of
Our
course.
viewers here don't know it yet, but guys, today we are talking about dating,
Yeah.
married, as we all know here. Okay, for those of you who don't know, Miss Bboosa here got married last year during lockdown in August, so she's fresh. She's giving us good content.
Yes, fresh content.
Oh yeah. So let's get down to it.
Please.
So I know you and Sam dated for how long? Please let our viewers know.
Yes, guys, we dated for 6 years, but we were friends, of course. All we were in each other's spaces for about 10 years. So he's not like a person who had just seen and I'm like, Like, man used to fight my battles. Like, those boys who used to just be there disturbing me, I would be like, but you guys must come and help me.
Is anyone fighting your battles or the Lord?
So, yes. So, yeah. We had known each other for 10 years before we got married. We dated 6 years, and yeah, we are now months married. Yeah.
Guys, 6 years of dating. First of all, now that you're married, so for those 6 years, at what point were you sure that he's the one?
In the 6 years. So initially, when we started dating, I think for this guy from the start, I think he was sure of what he wanted, like from the get-go. He was like, I'm not just here to waste your time. Really, I'm looking at actually marrying you. I'm looking at, so I feel like we had that conversation earlier, like from the get-go. So it was a thing of when, not if. It was, shall it happen? Shall it? No, I feel like by the time we started, it was, now we are serious. And I remember after he asked me out the next day, I was like, you know what, since you're in this for the long haul, if you wake up like after I've said yes and then you're having second thoughts about your decision or your question, please feel free to, change your mind. Like, just you tell me, because I would not want to lose you as a friend, and then I'm just here holding you in a relationship that you don't want. So we had good friendship to that level of saying, you know what, you're my friend. If you feel this thing is not working, just holler at me and then let's find other ways, really. So, and of course he felt so bad. He's like, but you cheat me, I'm serious, what, how can you even put such things on the table? Like, because I'm here to actually make it work. So, yeah, we are here.
Guys, this is like a beautiful story. Like, every time I hear it, it's like there's a new thing to it. So it's like so fresh all the time for me. Now, in those 6 years, did you ever have those days of, man, me, I'm out of this? Like, I'm done. Like,
are they ever not there? They are ever there because, of course, given your background, given that you have different upbringings, you're two different individuals, by the way. Despite for the mutual feeling that you're sharing, really everything else is very different. You know, how you were raised, really. So with difference, conflict is bound to happen. You will clash at some point. You'll clash in conversations. You'll clash at how in perspectives, speed. Sometimes I am a sanguine by personality. I just like, oh my god, I can get bored after like 6 months of something, and I'm like, man, what are we up to now? What's going on? But of course, and it's different when you're dating someone who's he's choleric plus melancholic, structured. They like their things a certain way. Me, I'm thinking today, it's okay, I can wake up in Malibu, tomorrow I can wake up in Boima. Yes, let's live in the moment. And him is like, don't you live your life like that. Like you need to plan. He has logic and reason for everything. I'm like, no, sometimes you don't have to have a reason for something. You're overthinking them. So my dear friends, conflicts were there, and there were times when we were like, it was nice. It's been nice knowing you.
Peace out.
Yeah, but we didn't ever have that moment of we have broken up now. Or I need a break or what. But conflicts were definitely there. Change of hearts were there at some points. Of course, you're like, I'm not ready, first of all, to get married to you right now. Me, I am young. I am still pursuing my career, my education, what. Given the background, of course, that I came from, raised by strong men who are like, my friend, first become CEO, and then all these other things shall come after. And then you're with someone who's very serious. You're like, So yeah, conflicts were there.
So if you just could have an example for us, what are one of the ways or some of the many ways you would resolve this conflict?
The conflicts. For us, I think number one, the basis was friendship. When you, like Lorraine, when you're my friend, really, I'm not afraid around you.
Yes.
Because the scripture said, perfect love casts out all fear. Like, why should I be afraid of you? You get. So there's, first of all, that basis of friendship, and so it allows communication to flow freely. So if I wake up and I'm like, I'm not happy about A, B, C, and D, I shouldn't be thinking, oh my God, now he might take it like this. Why would you take it like that? Because you know that in my heart, I want to communicate what is best for you. Like, I'm not against you, I'm actually for you. So when you did A, B, C, and D, I felt some type of way, you know? So that friendship really helped us, and then communicate, guys. Talk. Find all reason to talk. Talk over food, talk over tea, talk over banana talk. Like, keep talking. So really keep the conversation flowing. Yeah, you don't want to be there guessing things, you know, because no. Talk. So that talking helped. Yeah.
So what I'm getting is the whole thing of talk, be friends. And more than anything, know that I'm for you and not against you. Sure. So that pushes. So I think that usually, like, separates people, especially if you're getting married and all those things, or you're dating without, the end being married. It's a thing of finances.
Oh, money.
Like money, like
right.
Whose money, who pays the bills when you're out, who does what in the relationship. Do you take the back seat and watch him do everything? How was your money handling like?
Money handling. So guys, like I shared earlier, the kind of person that I married or dated earlier is one who was structured. Now, given that we also have a background in church, there's all this help around with relationships. And of course, I'm not saying that pick everything. No, you pick stuff that actually
works.
That can work for you, because you will just copy paste, and then you just copy the wrong paragraph in your story, and then things just go bizarre. So man, just collect some few things. And so in one of those meetings, we were hearing one of those random fireplaces. We got lots of wisdom on money. Well, like, if you are dating or if you're planning to get married, it's wise that you actually tame this money beast very early. Like, look at both your monies as one as one entity. So you earn, he earns, you put it together, draw accounts, have different percentages, actually do divide the monies. This business of people having, and you see, you guys, that has worked for us. In other settings, you find that men are okay taking care of everything. Ladies, receive. Yes, receive.
Yeah.
So for us, we're like, I earn the money, we get the money, he will break it down. He's very meticulous, very intelligent and good with money. So he will figure out what to do. He will leave me with my percentages that I need to have. Generally he runs the money things, put the investments where they need to be, put the savings where they need to be, then the living accounts and the dating accounts. So we've gotten generosity accounts. So really for us, what has worked is that we have a compartmentalization of money. Like the finances are. So when the money comes, it's put in those different spaces. And we were lucky to agree. If you guys don't agree, please find another thing that actually works for you. Money should not bring the worst of us in a relationship. Like, it's just paper. It's just money.
It's just money.
But is it really just money though?
I mean, I'm thinking of
is it? Is it
but,
really just money? But Guys, you would not want to sacrifice your relationship
over the money.
over the money. Like, don't sell the higher capital for the lower capital.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I feel like one of the greatest lessons I have learned actually
Yeah.
is to know the order of the capitals.
Yes.
That helps you. Like you can't sacrifice your relationship over money.
For money, exactly.
Yeah.
So you find how to work around it.
But what is also like what I'm thinking is some of these conversations are easy when you're friends.
Very
when
true.
you have
very, very true.
a ground to speak.
Exactly.
So I think invest more in the friendship
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
everything else.
Well, it will definitely flow because this is a guy you will take out or a chick that you take out and you're like, but babe, tomorrow when we are having kids, what's going to be the plan? Like, we need something to be on ground. Are we going to rent for forever? You're not afraid to state certain conversations, and actually the guy will not feel intimidated because it's coming from a good place, genuinely a good place. And ladies, even as we talk about communication and friendship, everything is in that tone. I mean, I can abuse you, but with a perfect tone. I can let you go today. What's up?
There's a thing that usually happens when people say you're special. You feel you're special, but they're telling you what you're doing. Girl, it's off.
I know.
I don't know it's coming on. You're special. You're not even feeling insulted.
Thank you.
But right in there, there's something of, you know what, in that area, check yourself.
No, actually,
and the way it came out,
you're
so
like,
special.
I'm special. You're like, okay, I need to work on this thing, but also, it's not so bad. So, ladies' language, your tone, that tone will actually help.
So one of the things, I had a conversation with a few friends of mine last Sunday, and when you mentioned that, a thing popped up, by the way, during that conversation. It was a thing of, let your man know that there is they're appreciated. Don't come at them you're failing at this. Other people's men are taking them out. Other people's men are paying these bills. You're not.
Comparison.
Yes, it's a thing of esteem your man, esteem him, let him know that
Baby,
you're doing well, but you can do better. But you're doing well.
But you are doing well. Yeah, start with the good things. Affirm the man. Most of the men actually feed off that energy. Like, guys, they have an ego. They have an ego.
Yeah.
So you need to fund that ego. That ego, rather. So yes, my friend. So yeah, that's very, very true. Affirm the man. Compliment the man. Invest in the man. So your words, please. They are going to either dry up your relationship or they are going to build it.
I like that one. So it's you either building it or destroying it for yourself.
Exactly.
Affirm your man, let him know that he's doing well. I think extend grace for the fact that you're all doing this for the first time.
That's very true.
There is no money to relationships. What might work perfect in theirs might not work in yours. I copied everything. You know this thing of followership. Like I follow you, Bolonji, pick up everything. I even go to the restaurants you go to, but it's not working. So I think it's a thing of figure out what is working.
And also there's a place of wisdom. There's also a place of prayer. You know, like you pray because some things really certain things are taught by the Holy Spirit. He's the one who gives you the grace to actually do some things. Because you can copy and paste, and then you're like, wow, babe, why are you kneeling? But then the other man, where you copied it at, he feels like, oh my god, the woman has to be on her knees, worshipping me, removing my shoes, pulling down the socks, and what. And for you, your guy is like, Maybe to share a very brief story about that is because I've not had a very clear background in marriages and functional families where there's a dad and a mom and you get into marriage with all these ideas of how you want your marriage to run. And I remember in the early months I would leave work, I'm thinking, okay, I should get home, cook, what. It's a good thing, don't get me wrong. To cook and be a woman in your house. But I realized I was getting overwhelmed, and so I realized that my partner, my husband, was also realizing, it's like, but who is this woman you want to become? I did not marry that woman that you want to become. Me, I married you for a reason. And I'm not after those things that you're going to do for me. Yeah, I'm after you and your well-being and your... Like, he's after me. Guys, he didn't marry my works. He did because come to think of it, as in my father's house, I had never cooked a meal for that guy until I got married in that house. And it's different for you guys. Like it can be very different. Like I said, different relationships are different.
Yes.
Yeah, because I would have less time there because I had to beat curfew. You would probably have to either eat out or I go with some Camille about it, or like, but I would not cook like because quality time would be eaten. You get,
you're moving around, cutting tomatoes, even getting to bed
is
smelling
like,
tomatoes.
what's happening? You get. So he told me. So when he told me that thing, I was like, hey, there's an image, a certain image that you're probably chasing, like in your relationship. But man, you're the author of that thing. Like